Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like, I don't want to be tracked. I don't want no
yeah,
fucking, air tag on me. No, people know where I'm at, what I'm doing, where I'm spending my money on,
exactly, exactly.
what I'm spending my money on. I don't want none of y'all to know what I spend my money on. You know what
You
I'm
know what's
saying?
crazy about that? Thing's so scary. I think it's also like if you want to track somebody, just put that air tag on them or even
Yeah,
onto their car. It's like
that's
it's
it.
almost like trafficking, technically, right? Like
It
if they, if
is.
they,
It
if they
is
want to
scary,
follow you and track you down, it's like, hey, throw it right in his
man.
car. He won't know.
I do like the fact that it is a cool dog. It can like turn off the stove. It can, alert you if there's a freaking burglar nearby or someone at your house, and
Right.
maybe give some older people a companion because you can talk to it. It can talk to you. I saw the video, the commercial of this. This guy, the robot reminded this man to eat something green and take his medicine. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
that's
let's see.
crazy. That's just
Yeah,
crazy.
but
So
I
can
go
can
ahead.
they actually pet that robot then?
Yeah. Fucking spray. Hey, spray with the super soaker, bro.
Oh man.
Disconnect it from you know,
They'd probably be like, "Hey,
man,
there's a little speck on you. Let me clean you
yeah.
real quick."
But it doesn't come with, like, a freaking, like, vacuuming Roomba. If it has, like, a vacuuming Roomba along with it with the dustpan and
That'd
sweeps
be
up as it
crazy.
goes around, man, I would
I
be
bet you
pretty
they're
happy
making
about
that.
that.
I bet you they're making that right now
I
as we speak.
guarantee it. I guarantee it, man. So, I guess you're not gonna buy one anytime soon, right?
Nah, not anytime soon. No.
Not yet, man, not yet. Oh, this is big news too. It says the gaming takeover, right? So
Ooh, all right.
Microsoft EU approves Microsoft's $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, clearing a huge hurdle. So I'm gonna read this real quick. The headlines: The European Union has approved Microsoft acquisition of gaming firm Activision Blizzard for $69 billion. The approval is subject to remedies offered by Microsoft, particularly in the area of cloud gaming, to address the antitrust concerns. So the EU's decision is a significant win for Microsoft after UK's competition authority blocked the deal last month. Regulators globally have been investigating the acquisition's potential impact on competition in the console and cloud gaming market. Microsoft has offered remedies such as allowing users to stream Activision games purchased on any cloud streaming platform, and the EU believes this will increase competition and benefit consumers. So, long story short, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch is pissed off that Microsoft is buying the freaking the Activision Blizzard, and like they have games like Call of Duty and War of Warcraft, something like that. And
Yeah.
so Nintendo and PlayStation's like, look, if these guys own this freaking company, then we can't have the same games on our console, and they're pissed off about it. So Microsoft's like, no, don't trip. We're gonna put this available to everyone on a cloud server, so everyone can enjoy these
Mm.
video games. So, but still, this is a big deal, though, man. Freaking
Yeah.
just six, come on, 69 billion. You know what? Microsoft's gonna do something big with it, man.
They already are. They have.
Okay.
They just been acquiring everything. Like,
Yeah, everything. The Bill Gates buying all the farmlands too, by the way.
yep,
You
yep,
know about that,
that
right?
too. Yeah,
I was kind of weird. I'm like, what the heck is he doing with all these farmland? But, anyways, man, Microsoft, bro, it's just. I feel like they also say in the article they said that you know how we have to buy consoles like the Xbox, the PS5, or
hmm
you know what I'm saying, the what else is that? The Nintendo Switch. Well, eventually you don't need any consoles anymore. You just go on TV and play like a subscription based service,
right.
like kind of like a Netflix, and you
Yep.
just play any game you want.
Technically, that's what they're going for. You know.
That's what they're going for, bro.
Yep.
So gone are the days of the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo.
Yo, you know what's crazy about Microsoft? Like all these years, like I'm seeing the first Xbox that came out. Right. I would never think they would get this far. You know.
I remember.
I would never
Yeah,
think they would get this far because PlayStation was always on top.
always,
You know.
man.
And then when the first console that came out for Xbox, I was like, man, it's alright, And then next thing you know, as years progress, like holy
Yeah,
damn.
man. They got big bucks, bro. Deep pockets, man.
Yeah, they do, man.
We'll see what they do with that. All right, two more headlines. Okay, FAFO, F around and find out. Okay, So, a YouTuber named Trevor Jacob has pled guilty to obstructing a federal investigation by intentionally crashing an airplane for views and sponsorship money. Jacob equipped the plane with cameras, a parachute, a video camera, and a selfie stick before ejecting himself from the aircraft and recording his parachute landing. He waited 2 days to report the incident to the National Transportation Safety Board, falsely describing it as an accident. Jacob airlifted the wreckage to a vineyard and winery, cut it into pieces, and dumped them into a nearby trash bins. Despite his actions, Jacob uploaded a YouTube video titled I Crashed My Airplane, which has received 3.3 million views. This dude doing all this stuff for clout, bro, just for
Yeah,
views and likes, man. What's your thoughts on this guy, bro? He intentionally crashed his freaking plane just to get views.
he's also he just snitched on himself too
He
with that
did.
video evidence. Yeah, it's just like, come on, bro. Like, you just crashed a plane and you didn't notify the authority in 2 days. That plane was just being burned. You know what I'm saying? Like, catch on fire. Somebody could have got hurt. You
Right,
know, and somebody got put out the fire. It ain't him.
right.
You know.
Wow. Yeah, that ain't him. I know someone has to. So do you
Yeah.
think, I mean, is 20 years too much? Because he did clean it up, but no one got hurt, but is 20 years too much? What do you think? He didn't kill someone.
I don't know. Maybe he crashed it at like a private area. I don't know. Maybe that's
Right,
why
right.
they're gonna give him a harsh sentence, or like it's the fact that he was trying to like run away from it. It's almost like
Mm,
a hit and run. You know how you do with cars. If somebody
right,
do a hit and run, you're gonna go to jail for that because you wasn't there at the scene when you're
right.
supposed to be there. So like he did that. He kind of went missing for 2 days. You said,
Yeah, he didn't report it
yeah,
for 2 days. He
yeah.
didn't.
So
He
it's
just crashed it. 2 days later, said, "Yeah, I crashed my plane." Like,
can't do that.
I mean, logically, he did 3.3 million views. If I could just tell you,
Was that
the
worth it though? That 3 million views? That's
for
it?
what? For 20 years? I don't think so, man. Ain't no views or likes or clout worth it for fucking time in
No,
prison, bro. I'm not gonna do that. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
not that
Look,
way.
brother, your view, like all combined views of your videos and my videos, we definitely did more than 3 million views, and we didn't hurt anyone, and we didn't
Definitely,
crash
yeah,
any airplanes.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with the views and likes I got, and I'm not gonna go and intentionally crash an airplane just to get it, bro. Like, I that's a bad judgment call, but he planned his whole thing out. I don't know, man.
Is
Should
he
you feel?
is he
Go ahead.
really a big YouTuber?
I
YouTube,
never heard of him.
yeah, because this is my first time ever hearing about him or
Yeah.
anything.
I never heard of him. But in other news, and we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Vice bankrupt. Okay, the company, which was valued at $5.7 billion in 2017, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection yesterday and plans to sell itself to a group of creditors for $225 million. It's the
Whoa,
latest in a string of digital media companies to stumble recently after advertising revenue became harder to come by. Vice's filing also made it one of 7 large companies to head to bankruptcy court in a 48-hour period, the largest number of filings during a 2-day period since 2008, according to Bloomberg. Yeah, this is actually Vice is going under along with Bloomberg News, Huffington Post,
that's a
a
lot of
couple
money.
other news outlets. Bro, this is, I mean, I don't know what happened, man. What do you remember Vice?
Yeah, I remember Vice. They were doing a lot of reports.
Yeah, man, all of the taboo stuff, right? All
Yeah,
the underground stuff. But I feel like they just had an agenda. Like they're just trying to
yeah,
go
yeah.
woke too much. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to like promote. Like I don't know, man.
But
It's
I, I
sad.
I read one of the comments. Some kid wrote, "If you stay woke, you go broke."
Yeah, for real, though,
I
man.
was
See,
like,
that's what
"Oh
happened.
damn."
If you stay woke, you go broke.
That was pretty funny. I was like, "Oh shoot, they got him.
Joe
They got."
Rogan, speaking of that, Joe Rogan is actually putting together I want to say a podcast or some type of like comedy. Oh, for comedians, like because you know how like comedians they censor, it's a cancel culture. If you say
Right,
certain
right.
things, you get canceled immediately, right? So these comedians, like, man, it's I don't know about you, but back in the days, some of these jokes were hilarious, and
A lot of
and they're
jokes
so,
was good. A lot of
and
jokes
they,
back then was
but it's
good.
so bad. Like you would
Yeah,
think like. You cannot get away with that kind of stuff for now,
No,
right?
no,
But
no.
back then, bro, I still watch all the old stuff. I'm like, that shit is hilarious.
Even the
Like,
old Chappelle was good, man. The
yeah.
stuff he says.
Oh man, come on, man. So like, you can't get away with that now. You know what I'm saying? So
No, you can't.
these comedians are coming together, and Joe Rogan's like, look, you can say whatever you want. It's a freedom of speech. You're not going to be judged. There's no cancel culture, and it's going to be. I feel like good comedy should come back, like real, authentic comedy.
I
I'm
think I
not going to
think
be offended. You
I feel
know,
like it's
maybe.
always there. I think it's just that if some people that's just gonna get offended by certain jokes, they shouldn't even go watch comedy at all. They should just stay home. You know?
Right. What? Why are you there? You know you're gonna be triggered. You
Yeah.
know you're gonna cause it's gonna be, you feel me? Like, come on, have a sense of
It's
humor.
like playing sports. You gotta have some kind of sportsmanship, right? And you
Yeah.
know, a comedy club, you gotta take it in. You know, like all right, I just gotta take it.
Take it. Just take it. Look, last headline, brother, before we move on, because we're getting running short on time. And thank you for the commentary on that one. So, TikTok introduces a mental health awareness hub for users to access resources and connect with advocates and support organizations. Users can find the hub by visiting the hashtag mental health awareness hashtag page and tapping on the link in the description. Blah, blah, blah. The hub will be updated throughout May, featuring educational videos, mental health creators, and organizations dedicated to raising awareness. TikTok is donating over $2 million in ad credits to organizations supporting mental well being, including the Alliance for Eating Disorders and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. The platform plans to provide training sessions for partners to share information during critical moments and will highlight 10 creators who educate the community on mental health awareness. This is TikTok's last little like thing before they get banned. They're like, look, we trying to do something good with TikTok. We might get banned. We're gonna try to support mental health awareness. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like freaking TikTok and Instagram cause mental health awareness, man. People go on there and social media and they feel like some type of way about themselves. They're like, man, I'm not living my life to this standard right now. I'm
It's-
freaking losing it. So, but it's pretty awesome. Like, look, I know, we're making you go crazy a little bit. There's some crazy shit on here, but we got a little mental health support. What's your thoughts on
right,
this,
right.
brother?
Um, I mean, they're right about mental health awareness because it is pretty addictive. Because it's like a dopamine hit every time you're scrolling up and down on your
Hundred
social
percent.
media. Yeah. So
Yeah,
then I catch myself doing it all the time too. I'd be like, oh, I better stop.
you and I
Better
both.
stop. But yeah, it's very addictive because I'll be I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. And then next thing you know, I'll be doing for like 30 minutes. And then I was like, damn, with the time when I was supposed to be making videos and
Yeah,
starting videos, and next thing you know, I'm over here like watching a bunch of stuff. But usually like when I'm watching things, it's just more like a lot about finance and stuff like that.
right.
But I'm not usually watching like people dancing. I'm not a big fan of
Nah.
that.
Yeah, I kind
But
of skip that. Certain things I watch, and some of it's okay,
yeah.
somewhat entertaining. But yeah, I do receive. I mean, I learned some recipes, I learned some hacks, I learned
Oh,
some finance
definitely.
stuff,
I,
credit
I,
repair stuff. I'm like, oh,
I
kind
love
of
it.
cool.
I mean, I love TikTok. It could be like a double-edged sword. It can
It
be
is
bad or good because I like that they cut to the chase compared to like YouTube. YouTube, you just gotta watch the whole entire video. But then with TikTok, it's like, hey, I want to like cook a certain,
Mm,
Cambodian dish, and then they just kind of break it down within like 2 minutes, like bam, bam, bam. It's like, oh, this is good. This is easy. I'm gonna go cook. I just
right,
learned something new.
right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. It, I do you think TikTok should be banned?
I think the reason why they want to ban it because China is tracking our data,
Yeah,
but
because owned by a Chinese company.
you know what? Facebook and Instagram is also tracking our data too. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's like
and they
nobody's
got
really
caught.
winning. Yeah, nobody's
Yeah.
really winning. We're the one that's losing. It's
Well,
not the bigger
Facebook. I
companies.
haven't. Facebook is actually they lost a lot of users, and they're probably part of
The
the
lobbyists, the
the lobbyists
lobbyists.
to to ban TikTok. Hey man, shout out to Facebook though, man. A lot of my people are on Facebook too, man. And I don't know where you normally which one is home for you, but I feel like Instagram is kind of like my thing. But then again,
Mhm.
Facebook, I go and it's my second
I
home.
dab a little bit of a little bit,
Live
a little
it,
everything.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah,
I Facebook's I'll share my personal like some pictures and families and stuff
right.
like that. Connect with my friends, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm more into Instagram like lately,
Yeah.
but it changes though. Sometimes my mood be like, man, screw Instagram. I'm going on Facebook all
Right,
in.
right, right, right.
You
Yeah,
know, it
same
changes
here.
throughout the time, man.
I mean, I
But
tried to get into Twitter. I mean, I was a big fan of Twitter back then,
yeah,
but then it just as years progressed, I kind of like fade away from it. I think the reason why is just that it's just so many like application that we have nowadays actually focus on every single one of them. You know.
it is a lot though, man. So I know we covered a lot of topics today.
Oh,
We
definitely.
covered so much, and I know we promised everyone that, hey, you know what? Maybe we might go and do a little what you call it uh 48 laws of power, kind of like, talk about the laws real quick.
Oh yeah,
we
definitely.
we have about, let's see, we have it's 53 minutes. We're kind of going for an hour, so we have about good, like, maybe 5 minutes of doing so. But for those of you guys who are commenting and watching, thank you guys for staying on so far. But if you guys want to support this stream, you know what I'm saying, by me and my boy Tommy Guns a shot, just go and scan that QR code right there with your phone. Take your phone or take a picture of it, and the link will be below, and you can scan this, and you can go ahead and buy us a shot. We really appreciate it. It keeps the stream going. It keeps our us motivated. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
anything is possible.
There
So
you go. There you go.
let's talk about the 48 Laws of Power, man. I know you know the book, right? And you read it how many times now?
Only read it once, to be honest, you.
Okay, so me too. It's not something I read all the time, but I actually uh
It gets really into really there's a lot of detail into that book, but it's just so much page that yeah, it took me a while to finish that book, man. Yeah.
it is, man.
Yeah.
You have to, like, diligently, like, read on it, like, well, diligent. You have to pretty much read.
Right.
Yeah, it takes a while. Some of the concepts that I look at, it's hard, bro. Like, sometimes I'm like,
I had to
um,
reread it. I think because um the way how Robert Greene writes it, it just it's a good writing material, you know.
right.
But I just like my writing like simple, like Robert Kiyosaki type of books.
Yeah, no, I like the simplicity. Well, for those of you guys who haven't read the book, if you haven't read it, it's written by Robert Greene. It's matter of fact, Tommy told me that it's banned in prison.
Yeah, most prisoners got banned because of the stuff that was being teach over there in the book.
It's very powerful stuff. So, what we want to do is create a series. With each episode, we'll go over one law and kind of, like, share our perspective on it, and our take on it, and how do we apply it in our life. And if it's okay with you guys, we can move forward with it. All right. It's called the 48 Laws of Power, and how you can use them to gain power for yourself. I have some written notes that I definitely want to share. So we'll just go over with that. Law number one: never outshine the master. Okay. Always make those above you feel comfortable, right? Make them feel comfortably superior, right? In your desire to please and impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. You might inspire fear, insecurity. You might make your master actually, what you want to do is you want your master to appear a lot smarter than you. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can teach you all the moves,
Right,
all the
right.
things, right, and help you heighten your power. So, what's your thoughts on that, brother?
Um, People also got to look at it like this, like it's also like kind of talking to an elderly person. You know, you got to show that respect. Like, hey, you have all this wisdom ahead of me already, so I just got to take it in and see what I can take um from your learning experience or of whatever
Mm,
that circumstance, and just kind of like take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes it could be something that you already know, but you're just trying to like keep it cool, keep it you know in a way that you're not trying to show off that, hey, I'm
yeah,
a lot smarter than you. I don't need this shit. But at the end of the day, like, how much do you actually know? That person is your master, your mentor for a reason,
a
so you can
reason,
learn,
right,
from. But
right.
I mean, that's just my short.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have insecurities. Everyone do, myself included. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes if you feel like you try to show off too much, like you're super smart, you know everything, you have all these talents, people feel some type of way. You're gonna manifest a lot of insecurity, resentment, and of course, I feel like you shouldn't spend your whole entire life worrying about, again, people's feelings and stepping
Mhm.
on someone's toes, or you don't have to walk on eggshells around
Right, right,
your quote unquote mentors or master. But at the same time, just play dumb, play naive, and just give them all the credit. Let them think it's their idea,
mhm.
and let them feel like because you're
It's
just trying to win their affection, right?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So I think, but also, you know, just be yourself. But sometimes when you be yourself, you can um indirectly or accidentally outshine your master. You might piss them off too. And now they definitely don't want to teach you
yeah, yeah.
the whole game. You
It's
feel
it's
me?
almost like a
Now,
seniority rule type of deal. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like,
hmm,
hey, you know all this stuff, so like I'm not gonna try to outshine you because there's so much that I know, but then there's so
right.
much that you know at the same time. But you outshine it, he's gonna be like, you know what? Why I'm here mentoring you then? Why I'm here teaching you if you already know so much, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, you can use it to your advantage. If you know a lot, just make yourself appear like you know a lot, or you're talented in this area, but then give your master the credit. Like, oh, I learned
Yeah.
this from, what I'm saying, I got it, man. He taught me everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Oh, he
Exactly.
taught me all the game. You feel me?
Yeah.
Even though like maybe your master didn't teach you, or your mentor didn't really teach you all that, but give him the credit anyway, because that way
Yeah.
you can still could be on the good side, and outshine them, and then they're not going to try to sabotage you, and they're not going to try to like they'll help you and connect you, what I'm saying,
Exactly.
with their resources and whatnot. So that way you can still be in control, and you're not causing anyone to feel any type of way. You're not ruffling any feathers, you're not stepping on
Oh,
toes.
definitely.
Y'all still be good, man. That's right there. So if you guys like that kind of footnotes or book notes, whatever it is you want to call this, what I'm saying, about the laws of power, my man Tommy is putting a series of each law, and it's going to tell you a little bit more about it. And we're just trying to like talk about from our perspective. Again, never outshine your master, but you can't go around worrying about upsetting people because you're talented, you're gifted. It's just like give the people where the credit's due, and then if someone else, I always practice this, Tommy. I'm sure you do the same thing too. Just play dumb in the room, right? Walk into a room and
Yeah.
be the dumbest person in the room. Why? Because you'll walk out with a lot more information than you actually,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Definitely.
do.
There's some little detail that you don't even know, like certain subjects that you think you know everything, but then
Mm.
you'd be like, "Damn, I just learned something new today by just not saying anything."
Exactly, by just not saying anything. Just,
But
just let your master do all the talking, and you
yeah,
just listen up and soak up all the game. And
exactly.
because one day you will become a master if you put these laws into practice. That being said, we're at the 1 hour mark. Watch the replay. Thank you guys so much. And from yeah, we really appreciate your support, your continued support. And again, you can buy us both a shot. You can click on the stream, QR it, and I'll put the link below. And it does help support the stream so we can continue doing what we do. Both Tommy and I have regular full time jobs. Tommy's a full time food eater, and I'm just over here.
Now-
Support Tommy's Lowell Eats,
Uh,
man. Make sure you guys follow my man on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook too, as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That being said, man, we're out.
all right,
And
guys.
I'll see you guys a little bit later. And stay blessed, stay intelligent, stay gifted. Keep doing it BIGZ.